Warning: the following content may not be suited for younger or sensitive audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
So, who would like to recap from last session?
No.
I mean, I can try if no one wants to, and I can just give the DM inspiration.
I could
feel
try.
like you recap all the time.
But the thing is...
I'll try.
Okay. Alright.
Cameron's banned from recapping.
From now on?
After...
Not from now on, but
So-
missed. You offered.
Yeah. Basically, we're at Blackwater. We found out that nobody's recognizes or acknowledges Astral, except they acknowledge everybody else. Astral went to his daughter to try to see what's going on while everybody else tried to investigate. We learned that somebody took one of Astral's spells, modified it to only specifically affect Astral, and to such an extent that the spell magic and some other stuff does not work. In the process of trying to find a way to break the spell, we spoke with where's that name? And there was quite a lot of shit there. Man, I thought I had that name. Well, there was... Oh, no Kurtanal? I forgot how you pronounce their name. But basically, it turns out they have been leading us towards a certain path. When we were trying to find information, we found them. We found out that Astral cannot do anything about the spell just yet, and we need to find... I forgot the person. It's been too long. We had to go to a specific place, get ready, so we could kill a god, and we're on the move. I think that's what happened.
Close enough. You get an inspiration point. If you already have an inspiration point, then you can give it to someone else.
I didn't already use mine, so I'm keeping it.
Okay. So, you guys have had your 3 days of prep, and you've prepped. So you are now on the move. And I mean, you guys are kind of moving out of the bleed, because the bleed just kind of really wanted this town for some reason. So it doesn't last very far outside the town.
By the way, Max, I wanted to ask, there aren't actually any blood magic spells. There's just blood magic. We're going to work on that later, but I'm just letting you know
Yes.
we may need to work on that.
We're going to work on it later.
Yeah, just
Like,
because I looked for hours and I couldn't find it.
By blood magic spells, I specifically mean, like, say you want to use, like, I don't know, something
like
from...
Do you mean like the blood wizard's abilities?
Yeah,
like
you
the
can use, like,
class
the blood...
abilities?
You can use the class abilities of the blood wizard, you can use the class abilities of the blood cleric.
Oh.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll have to look those up.
Since when we went inside Blackwater, since it was within the bleed, did it affect Bluma in any way going in or out? Because usually going in and out of the Feywild kind of wipes people's memories or fucks around with it.
It's not really the Feywild. It's just
It's
an
magic or some shit.
infection of the Feywild. It's just kind of the... It's like LaCroix, the faint taste of a fruit.
Okay, so nothing special happened with that.
Yeah.
Wait,
Alright.
that's what that's called?
LaCroix?
That's what that is?
Yeah. It's French. Dude.
Oh my god. Like, LaCroix are fucking disgusting.
They are.
Hate
They're
LaCroix.
so gross.
It tastes
But
like someone took a drink of ate a watermelon and burped into your water bottle. That's what it tastes like.
Yeah. It's water that was stored in the same room as fruit.
Like, it was thrown in the same room as it was like 5 feet away from a crate of oranges. Very good.
So, I would like to
Anyway,
start
continue.
off with, we're likely moving as we go, right?
Yes.
All right. Blumas can go to Astro and tell him, so, let's do that thing while we're on the move. Let's do it while we got nothing to do. In the meantime, I mean, at most, like either I get a part of my memory back, or at least my personality from before this. Either way works for me. Do you got time while we go, or do you need to stop in a specific section?
This spell requires a very quiet room with sealed doors and restraints, of which we have none.
Anybody got leather?
I
We're
think
also
it,
missing a quiet room and sealed doors.
I think what he's saying is we're not doing it on the part. Is what he's saying.
The hoodie thing. I mean,
I'm not going
I
in there.
have the spell shrink, and you could go in there.
I'm not going in there.
Why is that?
Smells like violence.
I have a personal vendetta against pocket dimensions, you could say.
The fuck happened?
None of your business unless he's wanting to share it. Also, I don't blame him. I smell like shit.
Yeah, that's just
That's
like,
because you
smell
don't
like-
avoid to bait.
You guys hear Raphael speak up and he says, "You smell like a wet dog. Maybe dry off first."
Any guy got precipitation or some shit?
yeah.
Or should we just take a moment? All right, then, cast it. Give it.
Give him a good clean.
What are you going to give me for it?
I need to. You no longer have
That's
to
just like,
smell him.
I'm only joking. In Astral, he does cast prestidigitation on Nihilus, and
I think best to do that on everybody, just
Why?
to be clean right now.
I
We're
mean,
gonna be on the road for a while.
yeah, you're right. You guys never really specified when you last had a bath.
Last
Yeah.
night, Max. Zenith and Org both had a bath last night. They bathe every night.
Nihilus is too busy filling up alcohol bottles.
oh my god, I was about to say something
I-
so. I'm not gonna say.
I
it,
think
but,
Bluma will blow off the dust if she had more. She had some failed experiments, but yeah.
Astra's just gonna go around casting prestidigitation on everybody. Yeah, he's just gonna just like clean.
Do you attempt to cast it on Raphael?
No. Because I assume he already has it because
Good.
he is also a wizard. So,
But I'll do it.
Wait,
Okay,
can you-
I mean,
I'm kidding.
wait.
I'm kidding.
Well, druids have druidcraft. I think it's very similar to prestidigitation.
Druidcraft is basically
No.
prestidigitation with a bit of druidness.
No, Druidcraft
Yeah.
is more like slight nature
It can
manipulation.
do very similar thing. It can do very similar things.
It's literally
can-
prestidigitation with extra steps. That's literally what it is.
It's
Yeah.
prestidigitation extra steps with plant.
The
Also-
only thing you can't really do is you can't clean anything like you can with prestidigitation.
Yeah.
You can claim people.
Also,
still, though.
you can also tell the weather with it too, which no one really uses.
I
because
Yeah,
am
you
using
don't
it
usually
passively.
use weather.
Yeah, Org has used it passively, and he's used it as a character thing. I just don't do it anymore because Max
I
is
think
too
I
tough
only
together.
I think I only used that once in a campaign with Thras. Anyways, let's continue.
2, 3, 4.
Oh god, he's
5,
counting the
6,
players.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, no, he's not.
Ooh, ooh,
Unless
I have 10! A perfect 10! I can roll every live dice if I wanted to, but I'm not going to.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
No, I just read
I-
presentation. It really doesn't do as what you say. It does so much less.
Okay, we
Yeah.
get it.
Moving
Let's
on.
move on. Moving on.
Um,
Okay, rules lawyer.
I was just checking.
so, who wants to roll a perception check?
Sure, why not,
Oh.
Max? I'll roll perception check on our possible future demise.
Can I
Can
use
I
a
roll as
passive
well?
check or nah?
You can use a passive check.
Yeah,
not, like-
let me.
I mean,
Max,
like, this would be something you see out of the corner of your eye, not something you'd, like, be actively looking for.
I never mind. I can't use my spell then. Fuck.
Then
8.
let me.
I believe my passive is 26. Let me double check.
12.
No, you cannot get advantage because this is not something you'd smell.
Yeah, but
19.
8.
Astral, Nihilus, and yeah, Astral, Nihilus. So, I mean, you guys are kind of towards the front of the cart, so it's obvious. It's kind of not so hard. It's not really a hard
24.
explanation as to why you see this. What the fuck, Levi?
What?
What'd you say?
24.
Did you roll real life dice?
Well, that's his passive. That's his passive.
Oh, it's
Passive.
passive. Sorry, I wasn't paying
Yeah.
attention. I forgot. Passive. I mean, yeah, you also see this. So, as you guys are kind of like moving on in the cart and talking and like figuring out planning and stuff, you guys see a puddle move.
Oh god, not another puddle.
Bluma instantly shoots it.
Like
Bluma instantly
this-
shoots it with a gun.
it was in the middle of the road, but it darts for the the brush. And I mean, you shoot it, but nothing happens because it's a puddle.
And like Astra's like, wait a minute. Max, does this puddle look very familiar? Like,
No.
does it look
looks
like one
like
of those
water.
creatures?
It
It just looks like water. Oh god, I swear, this is a water weird. Oh no.
Yeah,
And like Astra's like, did anybody else see that?
Yep. Ignoring it.
And Astra's like, hello, is there anything out there? I apologize for my friends, acquaintances, rush to shoot at you, but we mean you no harm as long as you mean no harm.
Eli, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say, you just would have like looked to the both of them and just kind of went like, "What are you two talking about?"
There was a little puddle in the middle of the road, and it went off into the bushes as Bluma tried to shoot at it.
And this leads to my question, Max. Would Idris know anything of stuff like this or no?
I mean, you know that slimes like to puddle themselves and move about like that. But you also happen to look down.
Ooh.
And you see that the puddle is now moving under the cart.
Uh-oh.
So, we're gonna
Is there
run or
anything I can roll?
we're gonna fight.
Let Eli speak.
You can roll an Arcana.
Okay.
Alia, do you also look down?
Sure. Do I recognize this, or may I roll Arcana?
You don't recognize it. But you see, I mean, you're looking at this puddle, you happen to see your reflection. And you have a fairly dead face. You're fairly confident that your face is dead. And your reflection smiles at you. Before the
May I
puddle
roll
darts
16?
away.
May I roll Arcana?
Yes.
Before the puddle what? Did you say evaporates or...
It runs away. It basically kind of disappears again.
It smiled at me
Oh.
with my own face, and I rolled a 33.
You have no fucking clue. You don't recognize the magic at play here. I mean, there's this vague sense of familiarity that you can only describe as the possibility of the abyss, but it feels weird.
That was probably void.
Oh,
Can I? I'm
wait,
gonna
okay.
cast. I'm
Hey
gonna.
guys, one at a time.
Am I able to cast fairy fire?
Yeah. But I mean, the pedal's like
Yeah.
gone. It's
It's just not even there anymore. It's gone.
yeah.
Mm.
It has left you guys alone after, seemingly tormenting, like not really tormenting, but I mean, Ilya, the one thing that you would be been able to tell is that the smile it gave you was not a like, oh, friendly smile. It was a smile with malicious intent. A smile with
Oh.
I'm playing a game with you.
The hell was that?
Mischievous.
None of our concern, I feel like, because I don't want to stop every 5 miles to go poke around in bushes looking for something like that.
But also, to clarify, this is not the void.
Oh.
You just have gotten anything
There is-
from that 16?
Oh god, if it is actually the abyss, that's not good.
I mean, you recognize the void part of it, but again, it feels weird. It almost makes you sick. Because you're so used to being around Zill, you're so used to be like feeling void in your life. This void feels sickening. And the same thing goes
Okay.
for you, Aelia. Like, you're so used to the abyss feeling a certain way that this feeling feels sickening.
Oh. It's a combination. Oh fuck.
Would my one
Oh
lady
god,
the
friend
void in the-
perhaps know about this?
What'd you say, Eli?
I kind of muttered it, but I was like, would my one lady friend know about this?
I don't know.
Lady friend.
I don't have to summon her, do I? Like, is it
I don't know.
possible to just talk to her? Because I don't want to summon her and bother her.
I mean, yeah, you can like pray to her.
I mean, I guess I'd pray and just mostly just ask about the non-void part of it, if they would know anything.
I need everyone to deafen except Eli.
Oh.
Also, Silver looking, no mic.
Hold on, I'm getting to my phone. Give me 1 second, sir. That's not deafen, that's mute.
Anyway, now that everyone's gone, it's 8:27. Gotta make a note of that. So, you reach through, and basically, she's, as you describe this feeling, she says, you need to be careful. This is what you're describing. It sounds familiar to one of Corsandus' generals.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. No, because Idris would just go, you sure about this? Which general would it be?
If it's water, then it would be General. It would be General Solstice.
Out of character, I thought you were about to say General Tullius, and I was about to be like, what?
But she says, it sounds very familiar to General Solstice. And if General Solstice is there, then General Moreau is not far behind.
And what is General Moreau's abilities, if you know, also? Or General Solstice's?
General Solstice has the ability to basically become water. And I mean, that's all I really know. That's all that she's ever shown of her powers. General Moreau is more egotistical in her powers.
I just realized why you had us pick that one or two.
No, you don't. Anyway, she continues, and she's... Now, because I haven't even introduced the other boss that you guys were gonna be, that was on the table. Yeah. Anyway, so she says, General Moreau is her ability is to basically encrypt herself in this type of stone or obsidian. And once she becomes in the state, I mean, it's almost impossible to defeat her. She's almost immune to everything. Although, if you can wear her out, her ego will be the cause of her downfall.
This is for the non-pun lady out of character, right?
The what?
The dehydrated lady, the no water lady.
That's
the one who doesn't use water.
Yeah, the shield.
Okay. I'm just like using their ego against them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, they are overconfident, and like what she goes into is basically saying that they're overconfident, and if you can use that overconfidence to overpower them, and then, make them weak enough that when they start realizing that they're fucked and using their full power, that you can easily defeat them.
I mean, Idris would end up nodding and just kind of like, in all honesty, he'd probably end up going, and if things do turn dicey, are you fine with me bringing you here to fight? Just because I don't know how this party will go along strategically, battle-wise.
Well, I can only be there for so long. I will do the best I can.
I appreciate that. Is there... Go ahead.
I was gonna tell people on Devon, but if you have another question?
Because, I mean, Idris would probably end up asking if there's a possibility of, like, any of the other generals, like, information he could get.
Basically you get a nod at this time.
Okay. And I mean,
I only have 4 generals. Out of the 6 I need to prepare. 7. Nope, 6.
Understandable.
Anyway.
But I mean, Idris would end up thanking her and just respectfully ending the prayer.
Cool. Hi. Fuck.
No, I won't undeafen. Screw you, Max. I meant to say that while still deafened.
Ooh, anyway, sorry. I got a notification from Twitter, and it is heavy. So, let's move on.
So, what's the plan here?
Idris? Because you guys would have seen Idris, pray. Essentially.
I mean, yeah, you guys would notice that Idris would have prayed, and, like, he would have ended the connection, and, looked to the group, and was like, and he'd go, From what I have just discovered with what that was, it is more than likely that it is one of Corsandus's generals. And if they are here, it's very likely another one is going to be following as well.
I knew
So,
I shifted in it and or
so we should kill it.
recognized it.
No. Well, shit. Sorry, I'm out of it. I completely forgot what the first general was, Max.
Pride.
Like,
Oh,
how
fuck.
to fight it.
It was. I'll re-DM it to you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you go.
You know, there goes my idea of doing something earlier, because considering we have a general on our ass, but alright.
2 generals on your ass.
Potato.
Two of them.
Oh, so yeah, guys, we should run. Yay.
3 generals.
Or
No, we
3
have
copper
50, I think we
pieces.
have 5. But, so that was
Why
the
not just
other
all
one?
7?
Yeah, that wasn't the water lady. Yeah, the second one. That's the one I was asking about. Because, you just would look to them and go, General Moro and General Solstice are the 2, from what I know, that are heavily nearby. But with General Moro, it is more so of a weakness with her, if we end up fighting her, would be to use her ego against her and just weaken her in that type of state. But with General
So,
Solstice,
shit talker.
there's, if you'd let me finish, you guys would probably find more information out. But with General Solstice, there's not much known about her, so I'm assuming we probably won't engage with her too much, hopefully. But yes, Luma,
Anything
it's
else?
not shit-talking her, it's being overly confident and weakening her with that
So
confidence.
So basically, when we get hit, we act like it means nothing, and then we just continue.
I feel
pile
like I
that
may
type
have
of way.
confused some people, because this fight's gonna be framed like fighting a red dragon. You feed the
Essentially, we play into the ego.
ego. You feed the ego.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
told me
I knew that. No, I knew what Max was saying.
So
I'm sorry.
you said like against the ego or with the ego. What the hell are we doing then?
You would play towards the ego of, essentially, is what
Basically,
is being
like
said.
stroking the dragon's. Since Max said Red Dragon, metaphorically stroking the dragon's ego, basically praising it and shit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how you
Exactly.
use the against
Make
your
it
ego
so
against
confident. Make it so confident in its
Max.
abilities that it no longer gives a shit about actually trying. Basically, make it so confident it doesn't see how it could possibly fuck up, and then it fucks up. It's typically how that goes.
Or it just fucks off because you pleased it enough. It's like, you know what? I'll let you live because
Well-
your guys are cool.
Basically, how I probably should have gone more in depth about explaining it, but because I see that I explained it wrong.
I have an ADHD brain that's stupid, okay?
I'm
I'm
fully
sorry.
aware. I have been dating you for almost a fucking year. Anyway.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
1 month from 4 days from now.
So basically, you guys are gonna want to play it as you aren't doing well while you slowly chip away at this person's health. And then once at the point in time when they realize they're fucked, you want to at least try to like overwhelm them.
Drop the sun on them.
Of course, Kirsten would just here drop the sun on them.
It's funny because
You said
Mist has no
overwhelm.
idea.
I heard bomb.
It's funny because Mist has no idea what the fuck you're talking
Anyway,
I mean, if it's basically to just bomb them, and just act like it
Imagine
means
bombing
nothing.
them with a mini sun. Like a literal miniature sun that just goes in its brain.
Yeah, a
So
bomb,
then Bloomers is the
supernova.
perfect. So Bloomers would be the best thing to do on the damage side of just throwing everything she has, but it will be best for her to actually stay quiet.
Yeah.
Which is
Just-
impossible, but you know.
You gotta time it right. But anyway, continuing on. So, while you guys are talking, you guys are kind of shipping together a strategy on how to defeat this general if you have to come into battle with them. And you suddenly realize that there's a voice lacking from this conversation.
Raphael?
I'm going to look towards Alien.
Roll a perception check.
God damn it!
Can we
Or you use your passive.
all roll a perception?
Passive,
check?
passive of
Yeah.
24, my guy.
Yeah, you can
Passive
either use
is
your
22.
passive or you can all roll a perception check.
Passive is 22. I'm just gonna use that.
Also, Mist is asking something, and no mic. Oh, hey, Dirty.
Actually, with the work's help, it's 29. Sorry.
The
Oh
names
my
with
god, why
oh,
is my
okay.
perception such shit?
What was the first one's name again? Wait, did we
So-
have a name?
Be
Bro.
Moreau. Okay.
Also, Max, does Zenith know anything about these people?
I mean, you know about Solstice, and you know that General Solstice and General Moreau were like very, very rarely seen apart.
Oh, they
Um,
work off of each other. Whoa, shit. Sorry, go ahead.
But it'd be more so General Moreau's getting used.
Yeah, okay. Sounds about right, considering who Solstice is.
Hey.
But I mean, not much is known about Solstice as she keeps pretty much to herself. But General Moreau basically wears all of her information on a sleeve because she's overconfident in her abilities.
I mean, even in
But
this world
anyway.
as a crazy bitch, Solstice has a type. Even for the women she uses, you know?
So, I mean, this isn't really hard, so I think pretty much everyone gets it, unless you aren't looking. You guys realize Sopez isn't here, and you're realizing that he hasn't been here for a while.
Where
Oh,
the
shit,
How
we
long
left
fuck is
him-
my
we
son?
left him in the. We left him in the mimic.
You guys did
Astro's like, I'm not too sure. I mean, he was with us in the mimic, but then he. Honestly,
he's
probably
fucking dead.
still there.
Alia's just looking
Nihilus is
around
going-
like, who?
Nihilus
He
is
hasn't been
going
here
to
the entire time
elbow-
Alia has been.
Right,
She's just
Nihilus
like,
is
I
going
don't
to
know.
elbow Boomer.
Alien met Soaps.
Can I?
Well,
Well,
he
it
hasn't
wasn't
been here.
soaps. It was.
He would.
It
Oh,
was
Specs.
Yeah. She
Close enough.
met Specs, and also she never knew his name because he left the same day she got there. As well as
You
since
right?
she's been here, he hasn't been in the party, so she has no idea who the fuck they're talking about. She did not know there was another party member.
Yeah. But,
Would I have-
he's gone.
Would I have any way, like, because he's my son, wouldn't I have been able to, like, have, like, a tracker on him type thing?
Oh my god. You sound like my
I
parents.
mean,
Did you
sure.
chip Sopaz?
Sure.
I mean, I
Sure.
didn't,
You can
like,
say- we can-
actually chip him. It's just,
We can say it's,
know.
we can say it's in his sending stone, and do you check it?
Yes. Because I want to know where my son is.
He is off-world.
Like off the planet?
What world?
He's off the dimension.
Oh!
Am I able
Oh,
to tell
no.
what dimension he's in?
It seems to be just a pocket dimension.
Oh no.
Oh,
no,
he and
Cruel.
Cruelty are having a fun time.
It's not the actually Cruelty's still in Wally's shop, but
We
it's
have to Go
it's
ahead.
it's not the mimic, I will say that, but it is a fairly like I mean you can kind of see glimpses of it as you're kind of like using the tracker, and I mean it's a fairly desolate dimension. With the little glimpses you can see, it's like scorched ground and seems like it was used for a training ground of some sort.
There's 2 dimensions. That could be.
Exactly, and you don't get to know. Anyway,
No.
moving on. I mean, not really moving on, but he's in a pocket dimension, not a dimension. So you don't need to worry about him.
He's becoming
not in the
Goku.
first. He's not in the first mimic. He's a different mimic. Oh,
He's
yeah.
becoming Goku. Straight up.
So
He's training in a gravity.
so what do we
places.
do now? Are we getting killed? We're getting fights, or we're just
Yeah.
gonna go?
Actually, by the way, Idris, I just wanted to make sure. If we somehow fight the generals, and if we are somehow able to beat them, would you prefer them being alive, dead, and between? I don't know why I said that.
If I had a choice,
I mean,
and
just
if
kill
I had a
them.
say in the matter, I'd say kill them
Bluma,
both. But
I was
Yeah.
not. Bluma, I wasn't asking you.
Well, shut up.
See, you
I
shouldn't do
mean,
that.
I have no. And like, he'd just be sitting there looking very void of emotion. He's just like, I don't really care. The only one I need alive completely is Corsandus.
Alright, I just wanted to check on that first.
I mean, Max, what I need the generals alive. Not a character. Okay.
No.
I just want to be sure.
Wait, why'd the music change?
It didn't change.
it hasn't.
It didn't. It
I
hasn't.
could have. I'm probably just now hearing it because it sounded like it changed to me.
Anyway,
It's one song on repeat
Um,
for 10 hours, so it might have just restarted, is what you might have heard.
So Miss Audio died.
yep. But I gotta think.
Think of these nuts in your mouth. Haha, got him.
But other than like where he is, I mean, you can tell that overall Sopas is in a safe location. I mean, he is safe.
When you say
For now.
a safe location, through what I'm seeing, is there anything like besides the description of this place? Like, is there any people? Any like anything?
He's literally Goku.
I know he's not here for this, but is it possible to contact Sopez?
Nope.
Fuck. I guess it's time to talk to my lady friend in DMs while we move this along.
Anyway.
He really is cheating on Zoe.
But so as we're moving along, as we're moving along, Astral's going to look to Alia and just say, "Well, I doubt your self in this dimension is similar to you now, but on the small chance that they are, what would you say would be the best way to defeat you in combat?"
Alia, she kind of just thinks about it. Before Before she looks at him, she goes, "That's actually much more complicated than it should be."
Of course it is.
Well, if she's anything like me, then she actually has much more resistances than anything. Since I am trained in... I was officially originally trained in necrotic magic. I've since been trained in much other different kinds of magic, even though technically I'm a necromancer for a wizard. I focus mainly on solar and lunar energy. She like motions to her staff that has like a half moon, half sun like radiating on it. On top of all of that, I am also a medicus. Not sure if you guys have those. And I work with apothecary and soul magic. So I have no
So you're
idea
basically
which.
saying that it's best to
I'm
not even bother.
No, I'm just saying she could be focused on any of those magics. She could be a necromancer like I was years ago. She could solely be focused on solar energy like I more am now. Or she could be full medicus. Honestly, I have no idea. I've done so much with
I
my
mean-
magic, she could be anything.
I
Hey,
mean,
Matt,
any information is better than nothing.
does Zenith have...
Levi?
I was going to say, does Zenith, specifically from the riot night, does he know anything at all? Just of how Solstice fought?
You would know that she has controlled entire. You would know that she has controlled entire armies with just the flick of her wrist and making a puppeteer motion.
The one thing this alien left out.
Alright, so Zenith is going to
Enchantment
say
magic.
she is really good at manipulating people. Controlling entire armies with just the flick of her wrist as if they're her own puppets.
When
Fine, but
Zenith
yeah.
says this, Alia basically like shoots up and stares at him. Like she was like very calmly looking at like fucking pony name.
Astral.
Astral. Sorry, I was blanking because your name isn't nicknamed. She
Oh, is it?
like
Oh,
she was
fuck! I
like
forgot me check.
but she was like looking at Astral and then like she immediately like shot towards to look at you. And then she just kind of like stares at you for a moment before looking down at her hands and like nervously playing with them.
You good?
I bet that hit a nerve then. Sorry.
Well, just
Astral.
go ahead, Astral.
Wait
So
a
you're not the
second.
only one in this team.
He's like, wait a second.
It's a skill I also have, but not nearly on that level. I kind of ran away before they could turn me into a weapon like that, so
DM.
Then why didn't you say shit?
Hey,
it's not
Bluma.
exactly something I'm proud of. So fuck off.
Exactly,
Fuck you
Bluma.
too.
As well
Bluma, you
as,
go shut
it's
the
a
fuck up
very
and
rare
die,
skill.
Nihilus.
Okay,
It is an
I
extremely
can.
rare skill. So for another version of me to have that skill, no matter what universe, is insane.
Any way to counteract it, Astral?
Well, that would be something you might... Oh, go ahead.
Well, I would need to see the magic in question.
From
The
my
only-
experience, the only way to
Zenith-
counteract it is to kill.
Zenith,
Or
what do you...
to have more
Zenith-
control is another way.
Zenith, you would
Zenith... Oh, go ahead, Max.
you would specifically remember that all of the people she controlled were of a sound mind, and even spoke to you while they tried to kill you about how they didn't want to kill you,
Oh,
but they couldn't
Oh, yeah,
control their
so-
body.
So he's gonna go on to say, oh, yeah, she doesn't necessarily... She bends them to her own will, but they were still of sound mind and did not want to kill me. Which, sucks to be them because I ended up killing them, but
So this is not... Oh, I know this.
it's
Like-
essentially mind control, but without the mind,
Emo
or with the
crowd?
No,
mind.
Or
as
some
as
shit.
as Astral is... This is puppeteer magic. This is controlling someone's body, not their mind.
Mine is more so not so much controlling their mind, just putting it at a certain ease. And then it just kind of listens. It's more of just a heavy influence than an actual control.
Also, Bluma, to what
So-
you said, that offer is tempting, though, however, I'm still needed.
You sure about that?
Well, you don't
Nihilus
need
is
me.
very needed.
The only way to truly counteract this type of magic is to cut the strings metaphor. Or sometimes physically.
I really find it funny. I really like listening to you guys think about what you think this is.
Should we? So what? We're gonna just sit here doing nothing,
I mean,
or
you guys
what?
are
What are we
moving.
gonna do?
It's not like we can
Yeah.
do much anything.
Like, you guys are, like, in the cart and moving, so.
Max, I'm gonna do right. I'm gonna cast this.
What spell's that?
I am going to cast Hallow.
Okay.
And let me look up Hallow again, because I think this was one of the abilities it could do.
Hallow can do a lot of things, and it does usually take like an hour to cast, I think.
Well, that's why I'm doing it now, but we have time.
E. I know, I was just filling in the blank space while you were looking at it.
It takes 24 hours to cast.
Oh, shoot, it does? Dang.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have time.
Hmm?
I said, I mean, you guys have time. To your knowledge, it is.
Oh, yeah, the effect stays
So-
permanently, though, correct?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
it stays as long as you're in that area. It has a radius. What is the radius again?
60 feet.
Okay. So, Max, I'm going to prepare that spell and cast it whenever we stop to rest.
Okay.
If we ever stop for any reason, prepare it up until the point we can cast it, and cast it when we're about to rest.
Also, Nihilus would want to say something to Bluma real quick, if everyone's done with that. Unless if anyone wants to go, I'm just checking first before I cut in, because I'm talking about something completely different. I'm guessing. All right.
Silence.
I'm
is your
assuming from the
yes.
silence is a yes. Go right ahead.
Yep.
Actually, so I'm kidding. Go ahead, Cameron.
You motherfucker. Nihilus is gonna look at Bluma as like, you know, the only good thing you ever did was stop me that night. And that's all. I hope you know that. But even then, that was an accident.
She does not answer. We see her is just at the small workshop on her side of the cards, messing with her, basically like doing something that she doesn't normally do. Is basically tidying up the workshop, her small workshop, instead of it being like a mess. And she just waves at him goodbye.
Anyways, now let's continue driving.
So, how are you all?
Good question to
Out
say
of-
right now.
What were you
Also,
gonna
I was
say,
gonna
Christian?
say, out of character, if any of you guys have questions for Alia, like any more questions about Alia or like what Alia could be like here, feel free to ask. She's up for conversation. She's fine. She is much more mentally stable after it being a good minute since she's seen her wife in this universe. Her
Hey, Max, I saw that.
not
Haha,
mentally
funny.
okay. But yeah, just saying.
So Orc approaches you with a notepad.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh boy, here we go.
Elia's just she's gonna look up to where she was just like playing with her hand, and she's gonna be like, can I help you?
You said you studied necrotic magic?
Yes, that is the School of Wizardry I studied when I was growing up.
Okay. I've got a lot of
Oh, boy.
questions. And you see him start flipping pages.
Okay. I will say she looks mildly uncomfortable, not with the conversation. She's not good with kids.
And does an inside of 18 get Oric that?
I would say maybe.
Well, it's passive.
Or like he just knows she looks mildly like just weird, but like I don't know. But yeah, just continue.
What is the difference between... Well, I guess you wouldn't know that. What does magic in your world feel like?
Oh, I feel like that's a common
Damn.
question in any world. I don't know. It just kind of feels like breathing most of the time, just an extension of things I do. Most of the time it's
So,
like subconsciously doing something.
so it's not tied to your emotions.
Not for me, no. Though I have heard some sorcerers can be like that. Learned magic is very different from sorceress magic. In any world, I think.
Excuse me.
Okay. And you see
Yeah.
him, like, write this down.
Yeah, I could get a little bit of insight on that. Fairies do have their own innate ability to do a little bit of magic as well, so I have a
Well,
little
so
bit.
do us furbolgs. I mean, I don't do it
Yeah.
because I'm not a frontline fighter, but I can just... And Orc just disappear.
Oh yeah, they can
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, but
Well,
that's
also racial
basically the
magic
way you
is different.
It's slightly different, but it should be a bit similar. Because isn't like sorcerers the whole thing about like their lineage has magic? So that's
Typically.
technically the same in a way, specifically when it
Well,
comes to races that have innate magic.
with sorcerers, it's as if the magic is tied to their soul, while with magical creatures or creatures that just naturally have magical abilities, it's more so tied to their physical being. Sorcerers, it's much more tied to their soul. You can read it and read someone's soul very easily and see their magic most of the time.
Alright, I hate to ask this, Max, but passive of 2024.
In what?
Just searching around passively. Is there anything interesting?
So as you're kind of looking around, you see
Miss your background.
Dad, just 1 second.
Or you could just muted.
But anyway, you notice a, fairly large creature kind of just sitting in a pond. Its eyes are just peeking up above the water. It doesn't seem interested in you at all.
What is the creature, if I may ask?
A frog dragon.
Let's go! I knew it!
Frog dragon!
Let's go!
Listen, one has to make an appearance in every campaign I do.
Can I be a frog dragon next campaign?
Sure.
Ooh.
I don't think you'll like it because, like, the frog dragons in my world have like a -2 intelligence.
Do I care, Max?
No, obviously not.
No brain, just vibe.
No brain, just vibe. Exactly.
So,
Honestly, I kind of lost the rest of Orc's questions for Alia.
It's fine.
does anybody need anything fixed right now? Armor, weapons?
You know, Max, can like while we're doing this, can Astral study the Void book? Can he study some more Void magic?
Oh wait, he did have something. Could you teach me a little bit more about Medicus stuff?
Oh,
Sure. What kind of Medicus stuff exactly are you thinking about?
Healing.
Healing? Out of character.
Healing.
1 second. Let me. Yeah, she heard. 1 second. I'm pulling up the Medicus.
Oh no, he was
shit.
reaffirming his point in a more excited tone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Out of character, I don't know what to do with that. Like, she'll teach him, but
I don't have anything other than that. Just Orc asking dumb questions.
yeah.
So, nobody needs anything fixed? Because
no.
Also, Max, do I
She
need to
doesn't know
roll
the answer.
anything to study that, or just gonna?
I want you to roll an Arcana check.
Ooh, okay.
So Bluma will study the book she has about old magic as well.
Okay.
Oh no, what is my What
Wait.
is my?
Did Orc ever learn that spell? Did he ever learn Chest of Ender?
I don't know. Did you?
What?
You
Well,
never said if we did or not, so
I mean, if I gave you the spell, then you learned it.
I don't remember.
Eh,
I don't remember if you
well-
said I got it or not. Whatever. I can get it later.
Will Bluma find anything about any new
30.
spells in the old magic book?
No.
No?
No.
What will she learn about it, though?
Basically just that when it was available, when you could, that chant silver. I can
What?
hear your breathing.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
taking a drink. I'm taking a drink from.
It's very intense. Anyway,
Yeah, heavy.
Sorry.
good. Anyway, basically what she did learn from the old magic is that channeling your magic through something as to cast. I mean, for like heavier casters, like full casters, it would be a staff. For half casters, it might be like a paladin's sword for a paladin. For something like an artificer, it could be their gun, it could be their wrench, it could be just anything that it's important to them. And et cetera, et cetera. But it's not there. That ability has been lost since Otawan basically got knocked into the middle of fuck nowhere. On the dimensional scale, that is.
Would she find anything that's beneficial about the old magic?
No, because you can't really use old magic since Otawan was put off balance.
Alright. Well, this book was a load of nothing. Astro, do you want to read this?
And I was just like, well, it would be an interesting read, but there's nothing to do with it. I'll take it, but I
What?
don't. I can't do anything with it. If that's what you're asking.
No, I was just asking if you want to read it. That's it.
Sure, I'll
You
read it.
plan on
Why not?
selling this? Alright. Catch. And she just does like a casual toss.
He catches it in his magic, and he's just like, interesting. But
Can I borrow
Max,
that book you have when you're finished with it?
So, silver.
I was about to. As for
Silver.
oh, one second. As for this says, well, this is my personal copy. I could make you another.
If you can make me a copy, that's fine.
Anyway, what were you saying, Max?
So, moving to get situated. So, as you are reading this,
You explode. Oh, yeah.
I mean, you've become very accustomed to the feeling of void magic kind of surging through you.
Mhm.
And I mean, everyone else would even start to notice a slight smelling of rot coming from you.
Astral, what the fuck is that smell on you?
That's just like,
You're starting to smell like Zill.
I do not smell anything.
You smell like you're rotting or some shit like that.
Yeah. Some old fruits, some
Oh.
old meats, a little bit here and there.
Hold on, let me-
Disgusting.
You sure it's nothing.
I mean, it's really funny that y'all are complaining about this very slight smell when Zilla's over here being like,
Well,
I was about to have Bennett, or I was about to have Orc say, "You kind of smell like Zill."
Idris is like, damn, you smell good.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Okay, so
I'm quoting that. Kirsten.
Max, so Max, like, okay, does anything else happen? Like, is
I'm getting to that.
okay? I was
But
just making.
I mean, you learn more about things, and you specifically learn something that no one really else knows, and that is the root of necrotic magic.
Oh, so
And-
that's why you gave that to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't have given it to you if you weren't gonna find it anyway. But you would learn that Erebus, the place in the underworld Erebus, is named after the creature Erebus, as it was said it once ran the underworld entirely, but was pushed back to that dark corner.
Mm.
And Erebus itself used to have a very long name of, like, saying that it was the creature's abode, but it was just shortened to Erebus. And no one has really known where this creature went, but it was one of the first true undead to ever walk Atuan, or ever walk the mortal realm.
And void magic is closely tied to Erebus.
Not exactly. It's just it seems this family was also necromancer, so they just tossed that in there.
Mm. Okay, interesting.
Considering, there's a whole chapter on Erebus and how to get through it.
All right.
It specifically says, like, you would also notice that it specifically says in all caps, like, never give out your name, or never give away ownership to your name. That's what it says. So,
Kirsten knowing stuff about the Fae.
well, these aren't Fae, these are demons.
Not
I
the
know.
fair.
Not demons. But, yes.
Zill has friends everywhere. Hee hee.
Yes, Nas.
Oh no, I was just agreeing with Levi.
Okay, anyway. But other than that, I mean, you don't really get any new spells. You mostly read the lore sections.
I got the.
The lore?
That's good.
The Lloyd?
The Lloyd?
Huh? So Ash was like, interesting.
So what you learn in that book?
By the way, Max, is the smell still there?
Yes.
Oh, damn it.
It's
You
not
have
going
it
away
permanently
anytime
now.
soon. It's not going anywhere anytime soon.
At least Zill has the flowers to balance it out. Astral doesn't have shit.
Yeah.
The flowers don't
Uh,
do anything.
No, she just
Oh, I
smells
thought
like
they did.
rotting flowers. That's just like her version of rot that she smells like. It smells like rotting flowers. That's just her rot smell. It's still rot.
So Ash was just like, well, I learned where necromantic magics come from in this dimension.
Oh?
They come from a being called Erebus,
Max,
who has
you know
not
I
been
gotta ask.
seen for a long
It's not.
time.
You do not know.
Cool beans. Go ahead, Astral.
Who has not been seen for quite some time. It says that they are in some part of the earth forced into a dark. Doesn't specify where.
You know? We were reading something about the Path of Silence before, right?
Yes,
What if it's there?
I certainly hope not.
I mean, it would be too convenient.
But it would also be just like the universe to put something like that there.
I don't know.
Well, we better
Either
hope
way
that the
works.
universe didn't put anything there, right?
I doubt. And the second that knowing, didn't we talk to like that thing that said it was fate? Pretty sure they will put that there.
I don't like her.
Regardless
Yeah,
of this,
I wish to shoot her in the face and kill her.
Astra's gonna close the, put it away. Then he's gonna open the old magic book just to have something to read at this point.
Okay. And Nihilus, while you're driving for a little bit, and it's been a very long day of travel. You guys are coming to a stop, and it's best that you camp.
All right. Also, I just realized that Nihilus technically revealed his suicidal nature to Kibble, but we're not going to talk about that. Anyways, yeah, Nihilus is going to be like, we should probably stop here and camp for the night so we're not traveling through the dark so we won't get jumped and shit.
And as you say this, you see a white rabbit that probably would have jumped you. Hop across the road.
Our character Max.
Or
fuck
it's
you.
gonna chase the white rabbit.
Do you really want to do this?
Wait, Max, did you just say that would have jumped you?
Yes.
The unintentional pun that
Is
was
this
there.
a mighty python rabbit?
Yes.
Is this
Fucking-
fucking the white rabbit from Alice in Wonderland, man? Because that's what Magni
No.
thought was.
No, this is
No,
this
I'm
is-
thinking of
no,
the
this is
one
the
rabbit
Mighty
from the
Python.
Feywild. Easy.
Kirsten, remember that one rabbit that Elise found and that pestilence no. Yeah, that one.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, my brain went to the Alice in Wonderland thing just because I'm so used to Zill and all the void stuff being like Alice in Wonderland, Mad Hatter like inspired. So I'm used to that inspiration. That's where why my brain went there. But yeah, that makes more sense.
Also, Auric, I need you to roll a dex check if you are going after the rabbit.
I am not going to. It was a meme. I apologize.
Okay.
Also,
Man would have gotten bit. Anyway, yes.
while everyone's setting up camp, now this is gonna kind of separate from the group a little bit, and unless someone else has something to do, I'm gonna call Mila on the sending stone because he just kind of wants to periodically check up on everyone there.
You get no answer.
He's like, shit.
Though this is also not the first time that you've tried to like contact her and she's just not answered.
Hmm. Who? Okay, know what? Know what? Time to look and see who the fuck
He got
I'm
left
going
on
to-
red.
Nah.
Do I want to contact a car? Nah, later.
So who's
No,
keeping watch?
I will try to contact Tome unless someone wants to do something first. So I thought I heard someone trying to speak.
They'll be missed. And
I was gonna say I'm gonna go ahead and cast Hallow
okay.
since we have it.
Okay.
So who's gonna keep
If
watch,
I,
or what's gonna be done here?
if I
I
assist
mean-
him cast Hallow, will it happen faster?
Sure.
Okay.
Anyways, does Tome pick up or is she just busy or whatever?
You also don't get a response from her.
Alright, so now it's just gonna assume they're all busy, and then he just looks over and is like, well, if Alia's fine with it, considering there's only two elves, and I don't know who else doesn't need sleep, because I don't know how Idris is. Me and her can just switch, because we only need 4 hours. Unless if you guys want to do shifts, then...
That
You
is
guys
fine
know-
with me.
I also can stay up all night.
You sure?
Military training.
Ah, forgot about that.
5 minutes of sleep, 5 minutes awake.
That sucks, but I'm not gonna question that.
It makes my sleeping much, much longer.
Hmm.
I'm used to only getting the 4 hours and watching for my party, so this is fine with me.
So, I guess who takes the first watch then?
Actually, Max, is it beginning to become night or?
It is.
Okay. I mean, I can, unless if Elio wants to, but yeah. Also, we always have Calypso, and that is just references to Calypso over there, which I'm pretty sure Alia has no context to what Calypso is, so this is gonna be great.
She is assuming it's some magical creature, like she doesn't care. Like
That's fair.
it's
That's what I kind of thought,
most
but you know.
like in her brain it's like, yeah, most parties have some obscurely large magical creature they
Actually-
they go around with.
Ilya, as you're kind of like you happen to just glance away from Calypso, and you hear a snort in your ear. These tentacles look away.
I will say she kind of like she's like and she like is a little surprised, like a little bit jump scared, and she like moves back and she just turns back and she's just like, "Hi there." As it's, I'm assuming she's like right next to where her
Yeah,
face was.
she's like staring.
No.
And
Yeah, bears are
She-
afraid of her.
she has it's also somehow she has miraculously removed herself from the car already. And she just
I don't question at this point.
gently
Uh,
presses her like the very like the flat part of her nose against the side of Alia's head, and then trots off.
and Nihilison says, you know, I remember one time I encountered a bear. The bear just turned away because it saw Calypso, and considering, yeah.
Alia's just like very confused with what happened. She's just like she just like turns and looks at Nihilus and she's like, was that approval or like
Good question.
Nihilus, considering you have traveled this horse for a bit,
The horse.
you would know that that Calypso was testing how chewable Alia's hair was.
Well, okay, so context. How I found Calypso, I woke up, she chewed my hair. So she was testing how chewable your hair was.
I'm assuming because I still have hair, not chewable was the answer.
Good question. Maybe you might.
I'm gonna wake up.
Will Bluma have seen Calypso trying to eat Nalis's hair often?
Yes.
He's like, I don't know
It's
why she does
specifically
it.
when he's not paying attention and when he's asleep. And like she doesn't do any
What-
damage to the hair, it's just he wakes up with slobbery hair.
And the thing is, he
Will
doesn't
she
give a
have-
shit.
What if Calypso tried to do anything with her?
No.
Because she's too
Yeah.
small.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think her head's too small. I think Calypso would be worried about, like, accidentally just biting the head off.
Calypso has a preference to drow.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, is it
listen,
elves or?
Admittedly, elves, like any form of elves, they typically have, like, long, silky hair, so that's valid.
Yeah, Bluma would
'Cause
just
I-
basically say that,
I do want to point
saying,
out that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, I'm just saying Bluma would point out, so like your hair's fine. She just wants to eat the hair of, well, basically chew on it, on this suicidal bastard.
I do want to point out that Niles' hair is not silky. It is white, but like he does not take care of his hair. It's long, but it's a
Well-
mess. It's a nightmare. Don't look.
Well, it's currently clean because of what Astro did earlier.
Yeah, it's clean, but that doesn't mean
Well,
it's
yeah.
not tangled.
I will say, Aelia has very long, like, pin straight hair that's, like, perfectly untangled, pure white. Like, she looks like hair out of shampoo commercials. Like that kind of silky smooth hair. Just naturally.
Meanwhile, Niles, who never takes off his hood as it's a fucking mess under there,
Yeah.
like a
Niles,
rat's
do
nest.
you want me to do your hair?
I don't care. If you want to, go ahead.
Out of character, Orc should braid his hair.
Orc's about to. That's what exactly what Orc's about to do.
And
He's like-
he can braid
He's like-
flowers into it.
He's like, if before like you go to bed, you can. I really don't care.
Orc's already
So-
bringing out the products for hair.
Anyway, unless anyone wants to do anything else, I'm going
Bluma
to-
will go to Astro.
Okay.
So you mentioned that we need a quiet room.
Yes.
Any importance to that?
The doors need to be able to be sealed from the inside.
Do you got any magic on you that we could do this prior to taking the night? So it doesn't waste anything when we wake up?
Say that one more time.
Like, do you have some type of spell that can make those walls right now? Like doing it prior to us taking a rest? So we could at least do this as soon as possible.
Not yet. No, I do not.
She asks around if anybody has like some spell to make an enclosed room.
As I have
Does
seen
anybody-
everyone's spell sheet, no. They do not.
Ah, fuck it. Like, how bad
Well,
is
I
it
mean-
this? Here you go.
Sorry, I was talking to someone else.
Oh, okay. So Astro, I'm not gonna ask much, but is it has something to do with your past that you don't like pocket dimensions?
You see, Bluma, the reason I do not like pocket dimensions is because memories on their own most of the time cannot be destroyed. They can only be removed. Where do you think I put them?
In pocket dimensions?
Yes.
So if you go in one,
I do not deny that they are useful. I just prefer not to use them.
Alright. I have a question for you.
What would that
Because
be?
you're the only one. What do you think of Kenner? right now because he's being, while I am an insufferable fairy, he's an insufferable prick that puts me on a leash every time I want to do anything, no matter what I do. You think that's okay? Even if I try to do something to my best, despite it being bad, to do good in a way. Do you think that's a good thing for him to do?
Yes and no. He's doing that mostly for your own safety.
But he does
Bluma,
it
I
with
mean
everything I
this.
do.
Bluma, that is because
Even
almost
the
everything.
thing.
If you don't like the
You
way
go
he. If you
first.
do not like the way. Oh, go ahead. Oh, okay.
No, you go
You go
first.
first. Okay. He says, if you do not like the way he are doing, then change what you are doing.
That's why
Stop
I'm trying to
doing those
push for
things.
this at least. That's why I'm trying to at least push this
Okay.
and to do it, at least get something. Because right now, I got nothing.
I'm about to pull a fucking divine dragon shit on this. Astro's
Oh
like,
shit.
Bluma, I have a question for you. Why are you trying so to figure out who you were instead of just trying to be who you?
Because when I try to learn, it feels like something's blocking whatever I try to be somebody else. Okay?
Maybe there is a good
I
reason.
want to know what happened.
Maybe who you were before is even worse than you. Maybe it's not even worth it.
I don't know. Well, it's worth it to me because it's something to work with, something I could strive forward. Because all I know so far is one, something went down in the Feywilds, causing a civil war, and I am a survivor from that, so I have no idea what the hell happened, and I want to know. Second, like you're a father, and when Ulrich's birthday came around, it triggered a memory of my own family. I have no idea what happened with them, and I want to. If they're still alive, that's something I want to know and see if I could get it back. Do you think that's not fair? Do you think that's
No, of course.
to leave them in what appears to be a civil war that's going on in the Feywild?
Well, Bluma, what makes you think that these memories will tell you if they're... Perhaps you left and you don't even know. Your memories probably won't even tell you if they're...
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. It's either be left with nothing, know nothing, and just be constantly haunted by the small thing, or at least I get some type of closure knowing what happened with me, and maybe to get rid of what's blocking my mind right now. Because I don't know what's. All I know, something's definitely fucking wrong with me, and I want to fix it. And you're the only lead I got.
Bluma, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just different.
That's a no, that's a fucking lie. If I was just different, then why does everybody here keep me on such a short leash that even when I try to do something nice, you guys put me in a small
Because
cage?
of past experiences, Bluma. almost everything you've
And
tried
yet
to
you
do,
don't give.
and something or someone gave. If you want to, I can start to vouch for you. I can tell everybody to give you a chance and see what will happen. I can do that for you.
That'll be a start.
But if it goes wrong, I'll never vouch for you again. I'm
There's
putting my
nothing for me
trust
to
in you,
lose.
Bluma. I'll do my
Thanks,
best to help you
Idris.
get your memories back. But I cannot promise I will. Memories probably work differently. Maybe they can be destroyed. I've never tried. Who says there's even anything to get back? But I'll try.
Yep.
Now,
Thanks.
just try to get some. We'll figure this out. There's no use worrying about what. There's no use.
Yes.
You can't.
So, just this is out of character, but is it just me or does Silver kind of cuts off a bit?
Am I
Yes, he
cutting
does.
down a lot?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you're
Oh.
cutting off a lot. Like at the start of a word, and then you just fucking are gone.
Oh, it might be because I'm talking. Am I back?
No, it's happening still.
The funny
God
part
damn
is
it.
you getting halfway through the word better and then falling off. That was a funny moment. Am I
Yeah.
bet? No, you're not.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Hang on. I think I know why. Okay.
Yes.
1 second.
Yes. A lot of this, like a quarter of the stuff, I had to
Okay, so
fill in the
is
blanks.
this any better?
So far, yes.
Okay, it's because I got closer to my PlayStation. God damn it. Okay. So, did you hear anything I said?
The gist of it.
Okay. So
Yeah, it
he
was like
said that
25% of it.
he said that he wanted Bloomin to get some. There's no use in worrying about what you can't control.
Thanks. Also, I got a quick question. Do you remember that thing
Would
I
that
gave
be?
you that you gave back? The scroll thing?
Yes.
How much do you think it could sell for? Well, the reason being
Well,
is
it would be useless to someone that does not have magic. So,
you think a Wizard Academy will find it useful? Or a library?
I would say perhaps someone like myself or Alia. Being able to store magic and use later. It keeps us from having to use our own magic and that. So if
You're
you can
cutting
find
off again.
someone similar to myself, oh god, fucking damn it.
Oh, we heard that.
So it might be because I'm talking really low, like slightly quietly. May just be having a hard time picking it up.
No, it's like you're talking like
You know what?
normal, and we could hear you fine, and then you just die, like if you just
You know
muted
what?
yourself.
One fucking second. I'm gonna try something crazy, guys.
Sorry for
Crossover is gone. We're
constantly putting
experiencing
this, but
technical difficulties.
Yeah, sorry for like kind of pointing this out, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be an ass to deal with later on.
This entire conversation is funny
Hey.
though.
How do
Hey,
I
you.
set?
You are
I-
still dead.
Yeah,
Am I still cutting
I think
out?
it got worse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why am I still cutting out?
Not anymore, actually. You're sounding. Keep talking.
So is it faring any better now?
Yes.
Yes.
I switched to my Bluetooth headset.
Yeah,
So,
I think that was a better option.
So he was just saying that she would need to find somebody similar to Astral or Alia. Like somebody that has a lot of magic, because being able to store magic in scrolls to be used later is a very useful tool.
I have one question for you.
What would that be?
Are you able to curse it?
Am I able to curse a magic item?
Yes. Not like a person who tunes to this fucking dies or something. No, more like precaution. Like if somebody uses against us, it loses its properties. Something like that.
Well, Bluma, that would actually fall under your expertise.
Not really.
Well,
Need to study more
cursing
on
a magic
magic.
item has a lot to do with making the magic item. So the best way to curse a magic item is to make a curse while you're making the magic item. So whoever made it would be able to curse it.
Hmm. Alright, I'll try that. Thanks for the talk. You've been much better than McKenna for the past month.
Well, Bluma, I cannot say it's undeserved. But from
To the
now
most
on,
part.
I hope you and I will become better. There's no
Hopefully
use in
so.
There's no use in feeling apologetic or apologizing. Just try to be better.
Alright. Thank you.
Of
She
course.
goes to the cards and uses Druidcraft just to make a small hammock.
Max, before we go to bed,
Yes.
so I found some blood magic spells, fucking finally.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna use a spell called Philosopher's Stone.
Okay.
And basically what it is I'm going to sacrifice 100 HP.
Okay.
And basically it, like, I can describe it if you want me to. Like his staff, like he holds the staff in his magic, and like it kind of stabs into his hoof, like it just like drains a little bit of the blood, just kind of the blood coalesces at the very top, and it starts to solidify into this stone, and like this like blood red stone, and he picks it off the top, and now basically he can as an action, or actually as a bonus action, my bad, he can like touch the stone to someone and restore a number of hit points out of that pool of 100. Like, basically,
Okay.
it's just a really good healing thing.
Okay.
And it lasts until it's dispelled or it runs out.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. And with
And
that,
I just gonna use a long rest to get my HP back.
yep, you guys get a long rest, and it is the next
Yay.
morning.
Yay!
I'm assuming you guys head out.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm just gonna assume we're heading out now. And while
Yeah.
we're heading out, Astral's going to approach Zenith. He's going to be like, Zenith, can I speak to you for a moment?
Yeah. Yeah.
Recently, I have taken a dive into Hemocraft. And
Mm-hmm.
I have come up with a spell to help improve your strength even further. Along with making your skin a bit more like stone than skin. Making attacks much harder to hit you, as it were. There's a catch though. You will have to sacrifice some of your life energy in order for it to work.
As in
And
my stamina or my actual life force?
your blood.
Oh. You know I do that all the time, right?
Well, yes, but and do you want me to just try it real quick, so I can show you what it will do?
Go right ahead.
All right, I need you to not do anything. Okay, can I
Okay.
get your word that you will not move? Because if you move, it may end up going a lot worse.
You just see him like sit down, and he like props his arms up, and he kind of gets into a fetal-ish position. Go ahead.
And like he's gonna cast hemorrhagic bulk up, and he's just gonna stabs in it directly in the chest.
Okay.
And basically, I'm just showing you this spell because it's good for strategy. Every 4 HP you sacrifice, your strength bonus will be increased by 1.
I sacrifice
And
100 HP.
the limit is up. The limit is up to 32. Like it can't go
Oh,
higher than 32.
so 4 times 12 is 48.
And for every 8 HP you sacrifice, your AC increases by 1, and it can only go up by 5.
Okay.
So and like those stack. Like you don't have to choose to sacrifice 8 to get 1 AC. If you sacrifice 8, you'll get the extra strength and the AC. You just have to be smart with your HP. That's all.
You said the highest I can go to is 32.
Yeah, strength wise, yes.
Okay. So 100, that's 20 additional. 12 times 48. 48 divided by 4 is 12. And I'm at 20. And then 8. Yeah, that would be. Yeah, I'll sacrifice 48 HP.
Okay, and this lasts for 2 minutes. And if you like divide that by 8, that's also how much your AC increases to. Like,
Yeah, that's 5. Or no, that's
okay,
6, but it only has a maximum of 5.
yeah, I'm just letting you know that because that's a very good spell to have. I'm just testing out these spells because like some of them are a little broken, and I'm gonna.
Okay, so now I have a plus 17 to hit.
Yeah, it only lasts for 2 minutes though, and I believe it is concentration. It is not. Max, do you want to make that concentration? That seems a little fucking broken.
Yeah.
That definitely sounds
Okay,
broken. Man.
would you like me to concentrate or him to concentrate?
You, because you're the one casting the spell.
Okay, just wanted to be sure. All right, so make that concentration. Okay, good. I'll mark that down. I'm just gonna drop the spell so we can already have that.
Cool. And
I'll test more later, so I'm not taking up any more time.
Anyway. So, you continue on your way. I mean, are you guys looking for anything? Do you want to like try to find anything, or?
Well, Bluma will try to keep an eye out if there's any kind of caves that might indicate like a mine or something sorts. If not, she will try to modify that very old scroll of holding to see if she could apply a curse that if she is able to remove the magical properties at will, or if used against her, it automatically loses properties.
Roll an Arcana check with disadvantage.
I'm looking for a very particular shop.
you haven't gotten paid.
Also, can
What?
I just roll perception? Just a general perception check?
Sure.
Can I use my nose?
Sure.
Oh my
You say
god,
Arcana,
that is
right?
such a dirty spell.
Yeah, Arcana with disadvantage.
Max, what did you say?
I said you have no money, bitch.
I still have over $3,000.
You have no money, bitch.
I have more. Did you change how much money I have?
You have no money, bitch. Anyway,
Natural
17.
I'm checking, you whore.
so Nihilus, you don't notice anything.
Okay.
Actually, I lied.
Oh
But we'll
shit.
get to you later. We'll get to you in a second.
No.
We'll get to because I forgot I had this thing going on. Anyway, Bluma, that is not enough. And you notice that, like, especially trying to work with this curse, it seems to bite back at you a little bit. And while it doesn't do damage, it does kind of shock you.
Like just a quick shock?
Yeah.
Did the music change or did it stop?
I think Max is changing it. He was changing it.
Oh, we're in danger.
Anyway, Nihilus,
I'm in danger.
as you kind of look around, you realize you're hearing something. And like it's weird because like you're hearing something but you're not hearing it. It's something like as if your mind was forced to tune it out, or maybe you just heard it for so long that you've tuned it out.
Nihilus, is there any more to that? Because I'm gonna have him say something.
It sounds like a song.
Nihilus is then gonna say, "You guys hear that? I think I hear a song of some sort."
Max, when my eyes pointed out, do we start to hear it?
Yes and no.
Like some of us hear it and some of us don't, or it's just we think we hear it.
You hear it, but it's also like so quiet, or is like your mind keeps trying to tune it out.
Can we try to focus on this and like, can you like?
Yeah.
Can you roll on
Same with
Arcana check
Bluma.
to see if you can know what it is?
Same goes with Bluma.
Sure.
Okay. It's probably gonna be a useless roll, but you know, here we go. Why not?
Yep.
No, what the heck he did?
That's a 26.
That's a 22.
You both have heard this song before.
Oh, wait a minute.
What
Is it that giant creature from the woods?
You've heard this song before. And
Where have I heard it before?
it's doesn't seem, you kind of, as you're realizing it, as it's slowly processing, you're realizing that it's not focusing on you like it was the first time. Otherwise, you know, Nihilus probably wouldn't have been able to notice its song. You recognize this song from the town that you realized was the false Hydra.
Oh no.
The moment this happens, Bluma's getting like, alright, fuck it, haste on Calypso.
I mean, Calypso is now fucking speedbolting.
Speed.
Gas. What?
Get us the fuck out!
Well, Calypso's running now, so.
That's not running. That's their normal speed doubled.
Okay,
Make them run.
Calypso.
Well, I mean, Calypso is running.
Yeah.
Like Ash was like, So, I sincerely hope I'm wrong,
No,
I
no, you're
think
right.
the Mouse Hydra may be nearby.
No, you're right. I recognize this too. She prepares to
Bruh.
cast haste again the moment it ends. Why do you think I'm doing this?
But Max, before we do that, I'm gonna cast Deaf on myself. just
Okay.
I just want to see if it does anything. Like
I
I
mean,
just want.
everyone, not really. Like I said before, everyone could kind of like hear the song slightly, but like felt like something like your mind kept trying to tune it out. With you being deafened, you just happen to look at the woods at the right time, and you see it. You see one of its head turns towards you, while the rest of them were focused on something else.
Astra's like, and he's just gonna point towards it with a hoof. He's like,
Like, is it behind or where? Like, where is he pointing?
He's pointing behind the cart.
Calypso, go.
Like it's in the woods behind the cart.
So we can't.
Can I see what it's looking at?
No, that's covered by the trees.
Wait, didn't you
Okay.
say he was looking at them? Like us?
One of the
No,
heads
one
are
of the
looking
heads
at
is-
you.
Yeah, one of the.
The
heads
rest
is.
of them are focused on something else.
And Astra just says, well, like he hopes everybody can hear him, but he's like, it doesn't seem to be focused on us. It's focused on something else.
Let's hope it doesn't gain interest in us.
Let's get the fuck out.
We
Let's
are.
hope.
I mean, is Calypso still running?
Calypso is still running.
Does anything look like it's changing or are we staying in place?
Nope. It does seem like it has left you alone. Like it does seem like it's actually focusing on something else.
As
That
we get
means
further and further away, I'm gonna keep an eye on the woods to see if I can spot what it's looking at. I doubt I can, but I'm just gonna keep an eye.
Did I only use one third level spell slot or did I had to use multiple to get
You'd
out?
have used one.
Okay.
Anyway.
Also, Nihilus then says, I feel like we should be more concerned on what it's focusing on, if it's possibly a threat. But that's
Yeah,
still
but the fact is that we're away from it. It's a lot better.
Yes, I know. I'm not saying let's go back. No, that's fucking crazy. I'm not that suicidal.
She looks at him with basically the rock look as like,
I mean, for all
are
you
you
know,
sure
you
about
interrupted
that?
date. For all you know, you interrupted date night.
Who even tried to tap that?
Misery walks into frame. I'm kidding.
Anyway,
You know I'm right, Max.
you guys are you're bolting for a couple minutes before Calypso starts to slow down. And it seems like the false Hydra is all but a distant memory.
Astro,
I was just like, yes, Bloomer.
check our minds. Check our minds. We know that thing messes with shit. Check if anything changed or whatever.
Okay.
I'm not sure how to ask, but I think it's the best thing to check.
Master's just gonna look at everybody. Do you seem fine?
Yeah. It truly does seem like the false Hydra was just
Just seems like
focusing on something else.
it kind of seems like we just passed by it. Like it wasn't really there for us. We just happened to be there at the time.
And let's hope it stays there or fucks off away from us.
And I mean,
Do
the
I
fact
need-
that you guys looked away from it and still remember it also is a very clear indication that it wasn't there for you.
Oh, shit.
All right, so should I get out there and start help Calypso run? And that's our only really solution here.
And then we got the The alarm spell. Or no.
That's it?
I just realized Kirsten's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, character.
Kirsten died.
Ah, shit.
Does anybody have the alarm spell by any chance?
No, I don't.
Yes, I do.
I believe you could ritual cast that. Do it's just right behind us, as hidden as possible, and then we just go. Hopefully, nothing triggers it.
I mean, we're in the middle of the forest. If anything, the rabbit might trip it before
You could
that
you could
does.
place conditions to
I
where it
mean,
actually triggers it.
that is just keep an eye back there. Alarm wouldn't work very well. Eventually, we'd get out of the range of it. So let's just when we stop for camp, then I will do it. But before that, let's just keep moving.
All right.
And
That is where we're ending session, or is there more?
there's more.
Ah, shit.
Unfortunately for you.
Max is like, I'm not done with you yet. What are you talking about?
I'll be done with you.
Actually, now this is going to check on Kibble. He's just making sure that he's here.
Kibble's gone.
If Kibble's
Kibble's
gone,
there.
I'm gonna. Okay. If Kibble's gone, I'm gonna
Kibble-
fight God. I don't care.
I mean, yeah, Kibble is there. He's just kind of vibing under your seat. He's asleep.
Now Shig's like, okay, that's good. All right.
I need to install something on this fucking cart.
What, like an alarm thing?
How much does a cannon cost?
It depends on who you're buying it from and how big. And considering how prices are here, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, because
Have you guys never?
What,
Huh?
Zenith?
Go ahead. Go ahead. You guys go.
No, you go ahead.
No, Bruno will actually have stopped talking the moment you said.
Oh. You guys
It's
have ever
basically
been
she's.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I was just gonna say she's basically thinking out loud.
I mean, with stuff like that, if it's anything weaponized, at least in my experience, it's going to be significantly more expensive, especially in a time of war.
They don't
Considering-
think that illegally.
Speaking of war, I think we might need to modify the cart so it's a bit possibly armored a bit if we ever encounter things.
As you say that, you hear someone respond. You hear a woman respond, and you kind of like hear her hand hit against the cart, and you hear her say, "This thing, you're correct about that. This thing would barely survive any."
I shoot my
aspect
heavy
of war."
crossbow.
I'm pretty sure Kenner and Bloom got this shared a brain cell there and just like fucking fan the hammer that shit.
It's really funny because as you do this, like, cause you shoot through like the tarp, cause she hasn't revealed herself yet, and you just hear a ting ting ting.
That was out of character. I don't know if you heard me scream like
Yeah, I did, and she tears away this canopy.
I just replaced that last week. Fuck you.
And you see that her skin is entirely like grayed out, and it's like it is becoming like, I mean, it's becoming flesh colored, and it's returning to its flesh colored self, as if like this hardened layer is peeling away and being
Does it
absorbed back.
sound or show like does We don't see anything metal on her.
Other than her turning into metal, no. I mean, it's not
Metal
entirely metal.
Mario.
Most of her stuff seems to be some kind of stone.
What about like even the armor? Like if there weren't anything in clothing
Yes.
that's
It's
metallic?
stone, obsidian, or
Also-
what looks to be obsidian.
Also, can I have Niall say one thing real quick? It's more of a funny thing, if you don't mind.
What's that?
Max. Huh?
What's that?
He's just gonna say, I replaced that last week. Oh, come on.
And she just smiles and says, "Oh, what a pity."
Are we able to know the see the type of race?
She, after like returning to normal, she seems to be human, except, you know, a large portion of her face, like her
it's
cheek,
Maru.
is gone, and you can see her exposed teeth, and the scleras of her eyes are completely red.
Whole person.
It does not work.
Shit.
Shit. Do I lose a spell slot?
I'm not gonna ding you for that one.
I would do that.
Pluma immediate says she's not a humanoid.
Shit. I shoot her again.
Max,
And-
just when you.
Yep, I saw. And as this happens, as you shoot her, where it hits, it looks like her armor basically she becomes one with her armor because it just crawls up her face. And almost as fast as like it hits. And again, your arrow or your bolt just tings off and vanishes off.
Can't blame you for trying that again.
Just gonna tell the players, Zenith literally grabs Oric and Lavella and literally jumps through the tarp on the side of the cart.
He's jumping off the cart.
Plum,
He's
Pluma's gonna
jumping off
try
the cart.
one last spell.
Okay.
Shatter.
Okay.
Also, real quick, Nihilus is gonna shove freaking Kibble into his cloak.
Oh, he would have grabbed Kibble as well. Sorry,
Okay.
I forgot Kibble was also a child. He would have grabbed
Yeah.
Kibble as well.
Alright, I just would prefer that, honestly.
So Shatter is a con save, though, correct?
Yes, it is. I believe so.
Also, if
But
you're
from the
doing it-
sounds of it, she sounds like a construct which get disadvantage on it.
Also, if it's on inorganic
She is
material,
not a construct.
if it's inorganic
like-
material, it's just
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Yeah.
find the spell again. Sometimes on a ring, painful. Each creature in a 10-foot radius spheres center on the point must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on as one. A creature made of inorganic material, so it's just inorganic. Stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the save throw, so she will have disadvantage.
unless.
Feel like she's not made of an inorganic material. She can just make herself temporarily of an inorganic material.
So it's like a
And in a way,
reaction
it's
thing.
organic metal, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
That's why I'm like, it looks
that
like
sounds
this.
like trying to save that thing a bit too hard there.
It is what it is. So let's just continue on.
Yeah,
There's no use
Yeah.
arguing on that.
yeah.
I have
It's a
my
3D
initiative ready for when you want to do that, Max.
It'd be a 29.
Yeah, they fucking save. I just have to roll the 3d8. That. $12.
Okay.
And that's 6. Ah, shit. Well, damage is damage.
Damage is damage.
Any big
Where is my
guys
pencil?
something to do here, or are you guys going to just
Well, I don't
drink
know.
air?
Real clever you. I don't know what the fuck. No, not let's try to swing for her shins. If I can. If you're just gonna try to jump and spring for
Uh,
shins, if I can. Because aren't we still moving?
No, Philip. I mean, you guys are stopped.
Uh, shouldn't we roll initiative at this point?
No, this is technically this was around before because I'm not gonna have you guys do full combat. So if basically
Okay.
if you want to attack, you can attack.
Okay, then I'm gonna roll my 2 attacks. Also, question. I just want to know for damage. Because it's set for monstrosity. Does she trigger that?
Yes.
Yes, finally, I get to use this goddamn thing.
Does Nihilus states or know that
Well,
that's
the
taken
thing
into
is-
effect?
I probably won't know until I hit, but I'm just asking out of character for what damage was.
Oh wait, is the card still moving?
No.
No,
I've
stop.
already answered this.
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
They answered it twice.
Well,
Does 24 hit?
Yes. No.
Oh. Math,
Yes.
make a
Yes.
math.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought for a second that her AC was 25.
Anyways, that would be a +9 to damage because she counts as a monstrosity, and I only had the sword set to monstrosity the entire game. Eh. Max damage.
Oh!
Yay.
up top, Cameron.
Up top.
I don't know if you heard me clap.
Okay.
Also, when he hits her with this, is he able to know what she is now, considering he's been only setting that?
Yes, because your sword does like glow a little bit,
Alright.
and 13. She doesn't. I mean, she takes the like you can tell she takes the 9 damage, like the 9, the monstrosity damage, but she does. The sword doesn't seem to do like the space sword. Does seem to do half.
Oh, she takes. Wait, so. Oh, she takes half magic.
I
Anyways,
did let
not-
you guys choose the encounter, so you guys chose the harder.
Oh,
one.
so it was either this or Alia.
No, it was either this or the another general.
Oh well. Oh well. Anyways, now let's just gonna say she counts
Who's
as
a
monstrosity.
gunslinger.
I prefer this. Now
Anyway.
let's gonna say she counts as a monstrosity just for that sake.
Okay.
Also, I'm gonna jump out the cart because I'm not saying the same vicinity as her.
Just jump out the same hole as Zenith did.
Yeet.
Would anyone else like to do damage?
Could I-
Will be
Yeah.
Blue might be able to fly in the air?
No, because you've already like technically used your quote unquote action in the
Question: Can I use
surprise
my
round.
Can I use my bonus action for something?
I mean, you haven't really yet, because you haven't said like, oh, it's not my turn anymore.
Ah, shit. Oh, okay. I would like to use my bonus action to do. Also, if she doesn't have blood, this won't work. I'm just clarifying. I'm gonna use Blood Curse of Bloated Agony on her. There's no save unless if I make a it amplified.
Cameron.
Yep.
Shit. So, I don't know if I misheard you, but actually no. Continue. Sorry.
I will give this back to you. Because I did not explicitly state this. I feel bad. But she does not have blood.
Okay, that's fair. Should have picked Ghostly, but
Because they are,
Alright.
like,
She avoids the feeling of a midnight Taco Bell.
yeah, exactly. Anyway,
No,
if no
no.
one else wants to do damage,
I'm just going to stand by Zenith and say that she doesn't have blood, and that's all I'm going to do.
I'm gonna have Zenith yell out that everyone needs to move away from her at least 10 feet.
okay.
I'm pretty sure we're way far enough.
She is currently at the one side of the cart. Basically where Booma's workshop is. But With that, we are ending session.